Dan Campbell talking yesterday about what went right. And look, they had to respond, and they responded.
And you can't worry about all this other stuff, man. You just worry about getting better. So our guys did that. We came back to work. And, man, that's what this league is. And it's about one play here, one play there, and maximizing your opportunities. And you can't get down in the dirt. You can't listen to the outside noise. And, man, if the stress is too much, you don't belong in this business, you know? This is the greatness about the competition and making it right.
That's what it's all about, okay? And you know what? You could see the Lions get that chip on their shoulder as the week went on. And yes, there are always going to be alarmists, and there are always going to be people that are going to want to jump off the cliff. Hell, you know what? A week from today, we might be there again, fellas. A week from today, if we go to Baltimore and lose to the Ravens, we might be having those very same conversations again. And that's why, Maz, I go back to this. We said it months ago, okay? This is not going to be a fun regular season.
That's a fact.
Every time this team loses, people are going to act like it's the end of the world.
Yep. Everyone's back on our bus again. Dan Orlovsky's back. Rex Ryan, well, I don't think he left. But a lot of these ESPN, Fox guys that gave up on the Lions, all of a sudden, they're back. The Lions are back.
My jaw's going to drop if this team goes 15-2. I think that goes for everybody else out there. And that's why I hear it. Like, I hear it in my sleep. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Yeah, they went 12-5, but look at who they lost to, and that was double the amount of losses they had the year before, even more double. And it's like, are you new to the National Football League, man? I don't mean to be condescending, but are you new? But we're going to have to deal with this year. That's just the way that it is.
It's a fact. It's a fact, especially the way the schedule lays out.
I like the ride. I'm a fan of the journey. I am. I really do. I think it's fun to look back at the journey, when it ends appropriately.
It's never ended appropriately. That's the problem.
Unfortunately, with this franchise, that's a factual stat.
Never ended.
Dan Campbell.
Oh, God, don't play this one.
On poor Marcus Davenport.
Don't play this one.
Wow,
Do not play it.
What's wrong with this one?
Because I don't want to freaking know that he's out for the year. Go ahead.
Marcus Davenport's injury.
We're still getting things looked at with that, so we'll see where that's at.
How concerned are you for Monday?
For Monday, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It's a good question. I'm hoping it won't be too bad, but until we get a couple of these second opinions back, I won't know for sure.
And
Late that for you. He's done.
It's over. It is over. He is done. Call it
He's done.
now.
He's done.
He won't be back.
It looks like Dan is almost embarrassed to answer that question.
Because he's been through this before.
Right,
He knows.
because of how much he's pumped this guy up. And Brad Holmes pumped this guy up. This guy is in the best shape of his life. This guy has just had bad luck. Well, guess what? His bad luck has continued. Don't go to the casino with Marcus Davenport because you're going to lose. You're going to get your heart broken again.
I feel sorry for the guy.
Me too.
I really, truly do. But it was almost an incredible lack of self-awareness a couple weeks back when he got agitated at all the people talking about him not being able to stay healthy.
Yeah.
And that's one of those things, like, you want to pull the guy aside and go, hey, Marcus, I come in peace. Don't get mad at me. Don't get in my face. Hey, dude, you know the only way to get people to stop talking about your inability to stay healthy is you got to stay healthy. Many people called it about Davenport. It was inevitable.
Like
that
Thanos.
comes from Rashad Walker.
That didn't come from Brad Holmes?
Marcus, the porcelain man, Davenport. That comes from Jess.
Come on, man.
Be
prepared.
I literally, if I was down there, I would have loved to say, hey, Marcus, I get it. I feel you. You got to understand, everybody in Lion Nation is pulling for you. But you can't get agitated when somebody says the guy gets hurt all the time. Because you get hurt all the time. That is not a shot. Please don't take that personal. Please don't come down here and cave my face in because I know you are a giant man who could do just that. I'm saying this out of love, man. The only way to make people stop saying that is to stay healthy. And if in the first home game you leave the game not once with a return to be questionable, but then twice and after a sack that didn't look like anything.
No.
Well, what do you think people are going to say? I'm not being mean. I'm not being swarmy. I'm not being a sarcastic dick. You'll know when I'm being a sarcastic dick. I am shooting straight, bro. Like, what do you think people are going to say? And here we are. That's just the sad reality of it.
I just want to know. You said it's.
Go on. Use your words, Tom.
Brad Holmes should have been prepared for this. And he wasn't. What are we going to do? Are we going to wait for Aleem McNeil? That's our savior? We got to wait till November? I just talked about a pass rush. A non-existent pass rush. Now it's going to be on Hutch again. And Al-Quidin Muhammad. That doesn't put fear into me. They're going to...
I thought Tyreek was awesome.
Tyreek was great.
Tyreek was amazing.
He's great.
Yeah.
Up the middle.
Yeah,
He's great. He's going to bat passes down. Maybe eventually he'll get to the quarterback. But you need guys from the outside to get in there.
I think what you saw, and I brought it up in our group chat the other day, okay? And I forget who got the sack that point in time. But if you remember, I said, that is a Hutch sack. He literally, two guys double-teamed him, and he got chipped. There were 3 human beings that were focused on that beast coming from the outside. That opens everything in the middle.
Yeah.
It just does. It opens everything.
That's a fact.
So if a guy can bull rush up the middle, I'm all the better for it. If a guy can come from the other side, whether it be AQM, JB would feast with a guy like Hutch on the other side, you know? So, I mean, I get where their logic is. I get what their logic is, but Tom, I'm with you. I said it then. I say it now. I wish that he put more of an emphasis on it. I did.
Yep.
I did.
I wish Z was signed. Sorry, I'm going to keep going back to that. Because he looked pretty damn good last week with Philly.
Yeah.
Did he ever? He really, truly
Coming
did.
from a guy that didn't have one practice, one rep in camp.
Wait a second. I'm going to go all Neil Rule on you. I was told that it was imperative that he played in training camp.
You were lied to.
Yeah, I don't know. DC talking about the offensive line.
Our old line played really well, much, much better. Protection was outstanding. The run game, the fits, the landmarks, surge off the line. Those guys came back in a big way for us. And it really showed, you know.
It's going to be a process. It is.
By the way, it had to get better.
Oh, it had to get better. No doubt.
It couldn't get worse.
Well, and this is again, you know, there's familiarity, there's cohesion, there's things going on right now that, you know, you can only get so much, and you're gonna have to get it in real time. And I think you're watching that happen, and it's gonna be a steady build. I've said that for months, and I still believe it. I don't know if at the end of the year we're going to be sitting back saying that this is one of the top 5 lines in the league like we have in years gone by. I'm not sure we'll get there. I hope that's the case. But yeah, Maz, to your point, that it had to get better, and it did. So if it's going to be poor, you got to call it out. If it's better and it's good, you have to give a tip of the cap and call it out as well.
I mean,
right?
David Montgomery ran hard. The holes were hard to find, but he found a couple. And then Jahmyr Gibbs, by the end of the game, when it was, you know, the Bears are on their heels at that point, got some yards, and he got 94 yards on the day. But the running game wasn't great at the beginning of this game, but the passing game made up for it.
One of the things we talked about yesterday, I brought this up. I said, right now, today, what is the best quarterback wide receiver tandem in the National Football League? And part of that was, yes, Joe Burrow was out, okay. But I said you'd be pretty hard-pressed to find one up there with Amon-Ra and Jared Goff. Shout out, I forget who the guy was, I apologize, but somebody on Twitter said, what about Lamar and Zay? True.
No.
Now, what the
No
start,
way.
The start that they're off to right now is insane. Go look up the numbers.
All right.
The start that they're off to right now is insane. Okay. I think there's more. I think there's more depth and longevity with Goff and St. Brown. But again, I'm only going by what I said. Right now, that's up there. I'd still take our two. Don't get me wrong.
So we got the battle of the two best
Yeah,
this week.
I think so.
Hey.
I
All right.
really do. I mean, the start that they're off to, I'm going to look up the numbers in just a second while you guys listen to this. DC talking about Goff and St. Brown.
I mean, it's an art form, you know. So if you love art, which I'm not saying I do or I don't, but it's awesome to watch, and you know, they've got such a rapport with each other, and they trust each other immensely. The way that he runs his routes, and he's so crisp and he's so detailed, and his body demeanor screams to Goff. It helps him anticipate the throws, and they've just got so much time on task. He knows exactly what he's going to do, and Saint knows exactly where the ball's going to be before he's out of the break. They've just worked together, you know, for so long. So, man, we got a tremendous amount of trust in those two players, you know, and these guys are playing as good a football as you can play, and they have for a while. I mean, those are two of our big studs, man. So it's great to see.
Hey, you know what? I stand by it today. Even with the guy bringing up the great start that Zay and Lamar had, 14 receptions, 218 yards.
Pretty nice. Pretty nice.
That's a pretty good tandem right now. Not to be undone, Amon-Ra has $160 and he's got the 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
I'll take ours, but a tip of the cap to what Lamar and Zay are doing.
No doubt.
And you know what? DC's right. It is an art. When you get two guys on the page like that, man, it's just so damn fun to watch, you know?
And you've heard Goff say there's nobody better to throw the ball to than him. He's the best receiver he's ever played with.
One of my favorite things when I'm watching a game, okay, and I do this to myself, I call myself out, okay? Not you guys, I'll call myself out. I always love to sit back, like on a third down, and I go, if an idiot like me at home knows that he's looking for 14, he is looking for 14 right now. You know, if the idiot sitting on his couch knows that, everybody on the defense knows that, and you still can't stop it.
Yeah.
Like, how cool is that?
So cool.
How stinking
They're at their peak right now. Right? They are at their peak.
Oh, I think so.
Let's hope we don't waste the peaks of these two guys' great careers right now. They are at the hilltop.
DC on Brian Branch.
That guy's a wrecker.
Oh,
Because he does have so much versatility. You know, it's you know, we bring it up all the time. I mean, he's a safety that has cover ability like a corner. He can blitz like a linebacker. You know, and tackling and you know, fill in the gaps, run gaps. There's so many different things he can do. So, I mean, the guy's a major asset for us.
What a steal.
No doubt about that.
What a steal.
Yeah.
There's a guy playing with a chip on his shoulder since the day he got here. His first game, pick 6 against Patrick Mahomes. The guy is in every play. You see that green mouthpiece flying off his helmet. He is a wrecker. Man, that play he made against Caleb last week, knocking that ball out of his hand. He is just a wrecking machine, man.
AQM is a guy that more. And we're going to need more. Can I see some more?
This was a practice squad player a couple years ago.
I want some more. Can I see some more? DC talking about just that.
How valuable has he been for, I think, he had 5 pressures or something, like, since you signed him last year, and how much more could his role expand?
Yeah, well, look, the guy, I'll bring it up again. He had a really good camp, and he just continues to do things for us. You know, he's crafty, man. He's strong. He's got some explosiveness, and man, he plays hard. Guy plays hard. I mean, there was a number of plays. I can think of 3 right now where he is running out of the stack. He's running out of balls thrown, screen, and I mean, he is running to try to get the ball or making a tackle. And it's that kind of effort with with what he's got ability wise, it gives you a chance. So, you know, he's been big for us, and he's going to get more of a role. He's earned that.
And
He's
they're
earned
gonna,
it.
They're
He's earned
gonna,
it.
They're gonna have to. They're gonna have to use him.
Yep.
They're gonna have to use
Until
him.
we see if Davenport has survived.
Survived.
If he survived.
And if he survived, for how long? Just when you thought, wow, a sack. Yeah, Davenport. What? He's not getting up? What do you mean he's not getting up?
I watched the play multiple times. I'm not being funny.
No,
Did you?
he didn't even fall hard on his shoulder.
Did you see? It was weird.
It was like he fell on a bed, like a pillow.
Right. It's like he kind of fell on his
Yeah.
back.
Yes. It had to happen when he hit the quarterback.
Now, what were you saying? Molly from that morning show?
Molly
Mari Quorum is leaving ESPN. I don't think she's been fired or let go. I think she's leaving on her own terms.
Is she leaving for like another gig? Is
Probably.
there any news about
I don't
that?
know. That's my assumption that she's just leaving for another
I
gig somewhere
can't.
else.
I can't begin my morning without Molly breaking things down for me. That's just one man. I can't.
The former wife of Jalen Rose.
I need that. Like I've said this. I don't. Those shows I just don't watch them. It's not for me, man.
I've never watched them.
No, it's just not for me. I don't.
I don't like fake anger.
Fake anger.
I don't.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I mean,
All right, here's what you're going to do. Sean, you're really going to go after Marcus Davenport today. You're going to call him out. Maz, JB, you're going to defend him and say there's no way that he's a powder puff or he's a China doll or whatever you want to call him. Ready? Go.
You know what the crazy thing is? I think whether we want to admit it or not, we're all guilty of maybe adding more spice to an argument than we actually feel.
Perhaps.
I have never argued something that I don't believe. I'm telling you that. I whether you believe it or not, have I added more spice to something? Yes. Have I probably taken it a little farther than I feel? Well, yeah, I'm sure something like that has happened. I can't think, but I can't imagine. All right, guys, let's get in the conference room 3 hours before the show. Like, JB, this is going to be your take. You are going to have a hard, hot take, okay? And I am going to scream at you, and you're going to scream at me, and we're going to say a bunch of shit we don't believe. Like the one guy, I won't say his name. Rip Rayless. It rhymes with Rip Rayless.
Yeah.
Rick Rayless.
There is nothing that comes out of that man's pie hole that he believes.
And he made a lot of money.
There's nothing. It's weird. Hey, dude, whatever. I don't.
More power to you,
Hey,
man.
and if you enjoy it,
They made
enjoy
money.
it, right?
They all made
Good
money.
For you.
Molly, you take us to the break.
I think, honestly, I think there are more people like us that, like, let's just have good old-fashioned talking about sports, like dudes and sports fans and ladies included, that are sitting around the next morning bitching about this, that, or the other thing, or celebrating this, that, and the other thing. And just be real with it, man. I don't know. I don't get it. All right.
It said she was offered a new contract, but she just chose to move on and turned it down. So I'm assuming she has something else in plan, but she will still be on ESPN First Take until the end of the year.
I wonder if it's the obligatory take a 30% pay cut thing.
It might be.
Not that happens in this business.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like maybe it was just something like that, and we'll find out after the fact. But I mean, that's a lot of times. Okay.
I don't like to see anyone lose their gig. If she's leaving on her own, that's good for her.
When it's your own choice, it does make it 100%
Good
better.
for her.